Hey guys, this is Gamer Glacken. It's been a while, I know. Destiny 2 happened. Yeah, Destiny 2 happened. Just FYI, I may be restarting my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate. Uh, Going to make like just a character for that instead of like playing two different party, and I was like all over the place with that game. I'm gonna redo it in a time. For now, I want to like show you this game. It's called Battle Chasers Nightwar, and it's fun. It's a fun game. It's turn-based RPG mixed with some Diablo elements, and it's with JRPG because you can't you don't customize your character. You only have a character. There's customizations in the character with perks and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna tell you like how it's cool. It's made by Airship Syndicate, which is a company I never heard before, and it's also published by THQ Nordic. So alright, so we're gonna start this game. Fun little game. So if you see, I played a bit, so we're not gonna play this one. We're gonna play a new game. Although maybe I'll show you the first dungeon with my my party and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a little story.
Years have passed since the great warrior and leader of men, Aramis, vanished. Left behind were his mighty gauntlets, artifacts of untold power, giving their wielder the strength to move mountains, as the stories were told. Also left behind was his daughter, Gully. She discovered her father's gauntlets, setting in motion the events that would make her a target of great importance and bring her into the company of her greatest defenders. Nolan, the wise and mighty wizard, whose tongue is as sharp as his wit. His mysterious companion, Calibretto, a war golem of immense power. Garrison, a swordsman, once brother in arms to Aramis, now sworn to protect his only living kin. And the rogue, Red Monica, who can be foe as quickly as friend. Together, they have traveled the capital lands while defending Gully from those who seek the power of her gauntlets for themselves. Nolan, on a personal quest to learn more about mana, which fuels the world's magic and technology, has led the group towards a mysterious landmass known as the Crescent Isle. There, vast reserves of mana were once rumored to exist. As they approach the island, they quickly discover why so little is known about the area.
Oh, right. So this little bit of story that little story that to explain the plot to us, because these characters come from a comic book, I believe. You don't have to read the comic book, as I heard. The game tells you like a lot. Quiet.
Everyone hang on!
What are you waiting for? Shoot back!
With what? It's a stealth ship.
This is stealth?
Just do something.
It's always on me, ain't it? These kids don't know how easy they've got it.
We're being boarded!
Gully, get below deck.
You break easier than I do, remember?
More incoming, port side!
Oh no!
Gully, what? Gully.
right, Red. Looks like it's just me and, figures.
Well, the rogue's being a rogue, I guess. Alright, so this is Golly. So this is Golly. She is, like the game says, she's the daughter of Amaris. You got your ability, which is this, when you press space, you get charges of a special ability, which are abilities that you can use in dungeons and exploration area. Because there's like two areas in the game. There's the overworld map and the explorations areas, aka there's also dungeons that are also explorations area. These abilities, because in your party you can only have 3 people. Each character has an ability. I think he unlocks one, because I'm not that far in the game, but I think he can unlock another one that does a totally different thing. I don't know. But her ability is that she can break walls. Plus, if you do it on enemies while you provoke them into combat, you can stun them for 1 round. For every enemies that you hit with this ability, you can stun them for 1 round, which can help you kill people, because this game, it can be tough. So we're gonna explore, because this is an RPG. You gotta explore. Remember us in Baldur's Gate? Debris. Oh, there's a lot of things that you can do here. We're just gonna look around. So when she says Bredo, she meant Calibredo, which is that robot. So this is Calibredo.
Bredo, you're all right.
Yes. Are you feeling better? You've been resting for a few hours.
I guess I wasn't completely prepared for that cannon blast. Was I dreaming, or did you leap off the ship to catch me?
Oh no, he leapt off the ship to catch you.
I did.
How'd we make it down in one piece?
Nolan. We fell through a portal he opened, placing us on the ground with only minor injuries.
Then what happened to him?
We don't know.
And Garrison? Monica?
Garrison fell through the portal as well. Monica appears to be missing, along with Nolan.
Then let's get moving. They could be hurt.
Garrison already went ahead to search for them. Are you sure you're well enough to move?
I'm still woozy, but we don't have any time to waste. I'll be fine.
First, allow me to further heal your wounds. Then we will meet Garrison.
Alright, so now I got it to turn on, so each, I'm gonna, okay, so now we got Calibredo. So if you want to switch to Calibredo, because in the dungeon exploration area, you don't have your old party, which you, like, you have your old party, but you know what I mean, you don't have, like, 3 people, like in Chrono Trigger. If you play Chrono Trigger, you know that you have your 3 people that follows you. So now we can use Calibredo to heal ourselves. And you see, it took a charge. There's an inn. There's some inns in this game. Duh, it's an RPG. When you pay the innkeeper to rest at night, these recharges your charge. I think it's the only thing I saw that recharges your charge. I don't know if there's other things that's gonna recharge or charges, maybe, but for now, that's what I observed, that resting is the only thing that can recharge your charges. But there's a secret here, and there's a secret chest. So you get little items, because this game has a crafting system. Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. Hey, that's something new. Next is the Spiral of Bones. This is Crawl No. Woke in the night and realized what happened to Rachel until it was too late. The look in her eyes was like she'd never seen me before. She gored me real good before I could react. It was ever since finding that mana in that crack in the ground. Should have taken her so close to it. Darn. Getting dark. Mana. So we got a piece of equipment. So this is our loot. We got like minor alien flask, minor mana flask. We got common parts because there's a crafting system in this game. You can craft items. You got a recipe books, and you get recipes that you can learn and then you craft. And this is our equipment. So what it does is that it's gonna reduce our stamina by 2, but gives us 8 physical defense and 6 magical defense. Not too shabby. So we'll equip it. So we're gonna press C. C is the equipment tab. We're gonna equip this. We're gonna lose health, but we're gonna be a little bit. We'll have a little bit more defense, so it's gonna be all right. So what I did with my other party is that Gully has a lot of defensive capabilities. She doesn't seem like it, but she is the tank of the party. She can take a lot of damage, and she also can give armor barriers to other characters. So I like Gully. Calibretto was my healer in my other party, so this is our first battle. So we're gonna show you the battle system now. So you see, there's a little number right at the bottom right of the enemy portrait. I think it's the level of the enemy, because we got the same thing we got a number at the bottom left of our portrait, and these are our levels. So I'm assuming we know the levels. We don't know the HP yet of the that means that that's the thing I love about this game, is that we got a bestiary. There's going to be a bestiary when we got the first town, which will be not long ago. It's a spoiler alert. There's a town in our RPG. And the thing I liked about this bestiary is that it gives you incentive to kill like a lot of certain enemies, because when you kill a certain number of a certain enemies, you get their stats, you get their abilities. Plus, if you I think when you kill 50 or 100 of them, it's gonna tell you in the book, you get special bonuses like +1 crit, +1 evasion, plus 1% of everything. So it's very, very awesome. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, we have actions which are like normal attack. You got your attack options or your defensive. The actions are instantly, so when you do an action, it's gonna do it. The abilities, though, we have very fast and fast. So you see that I got 2 abilities. I got Healing Wave and Obliterate. It costs mana, but I don't want to use that. I don't need to use an ability for now. So I'm gonna use Gut Punch on the green slime. So we're gonna use Gut Punch. Bang. Gut Punch. You see, where's my mana? I got a +10 in red. This is overcharge. Overcharge means that if I use an ability and I got 10 overcharge right now, well, if an ability costs me 20, it's gonna take 10 overcharge and 10 mana. So basically, the ability costs me 10 mana instead of 20. So the more overcharge you use, and the other character we're gonna have, he's gonna use a lot of this. He's gonna synergize a lot with overcharge. Not so with Gully and Calibretto, but Garrison, which will be the next character, he's gonna synergize a lot with overcharge. You will need to use overcharge a lot. So You see, she has the same. She has jab and defend, and her jab deals 14 damage and generates 10 recharge. You see that the green slime has like a broken shield. That's because Calibretto, when he does gut punch, he applies thunder, which makes the enemy, well, you'll deal more damage to the enemy. So we're gonna see the abilities of Gully. She got a scatter shot and she got a protection. Protection is awesome. I like protection. You can put a damage shield on an ally, it will absorb damage, and enemies deal a lot of damage. So what we want to do is, I'm not going to use abilities yet. We're going to just use a jab. You see, I deal 14 damage. I get 10 overcharge. Now it's the enemy's turn. He's going to take a bite out of me. I don't really care, because I'm going to use my healing wave. So we're going to use a jab again. Use an healing wave. Only costs 5 mana because we add 10 overcharge. And now Calibretto healed Gully. Now I got poison. You see, because there's a little purple skull right beside my portrait. So what I saw is that your status effect will deal damage at your turn, and status effect stacks. So if, like, let's say that you would poison me a second time, it wouldn't say, no, you're already poisoned, you won't take another poison. No, you're gonna take 2 poisons. So when it's gonna be my turn, I will take twice the damage. And this can, like, go up. So there's a lot of synergy in this game, there's a lot of strategy. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use an action, because I can kill this guy. So, like I said, I killed this guy, knocked him out. We have won the battle easily. We use like one ability with Calibretto. It's not too bad. We gained some experience point. It's an RPG, so now we got simple Acre Slime. That's cool. So right now, so those little arrows that you saw is that means you're going out of exploration area. So Garrison went northeast looking for Monica and Nolan. We should head that direction. I'm sure they're fine. We should hurry just in case. Acknowledge. So this is the overworld map. You can only go on the road. So you see there's a monster. So we're gonna go balance. There's gonna be monsters on the map, and they respawn each time you rest, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm assuming with what I played my second party. So I'm gonna jab him. You see that he's trying to cast. He didn't have a chance because, no, we're awesome. Again, we got a green slime and a rune spider. They're level 1. So what I want to do is I'm gonna use a gut punch on because they're both casting something, but I see that the spider will act first. So I want to try to kill that spider as fast as I can. Okay, so the spider is dead. So now we only have the green slime to deal with. And he's gonna take a bite out of me. It's alright, I don't care. So I'm gonna try to do another gut punch. Maybe I'll just kill him. Jab. So you see, he is going to I don't need to do that. You see, he's trying to cast. That means he's using an ability because he got pushed back in the order, in the turn order. So I don't need it to cast an ability right now. It's not that difficult, but when the difficulty steps up, the difficulty surely steps up. And in the dungeon, what I like is that you can choose your difficulty for a dungeon. When you enter a dungeon, you get normal and heroic, and then you get legendary. You can't access legendary right off the bat. The first time you go to a dungeon, you need to choose either normal or heroic. I used heroic for the first one, and let me say it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't hard that I thought it was like, no, well, that's impossible. But it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. There was some close calls. So the thing is, exploration is key. Killing everyone is key in this game. So this we're gonna expect. Warning letters on the top of the sign reads Talon Crossing. The plank pointing east says Eye Lake Village with the message "Not anymore" carved cryptically into the wood directly over it. The rest is damage beyond readability. So we're gonna again. What I did in my first playthrough is that I just killed everything that I could on the world map. So we're gonna use a gut punch. That guy is casting. We're gonna try to kill him. We didn't kill him. So he took 9 HP of damage. Again, a gut punch, and that's it. We got an overkill. That means we dealt more damage than we need to. So we get a bonus 60 for that. Got a loot. Got a Bell Scout tunic. I don't think it's pretty good. You need more physical defense and stamina. But lowers my attack power, which I don't mind with Gully, because Gully, she's, like I said, she's more of a tank to the party, and you see that with her abilities. Her abilities are really tanking abilities. It's really abilities that that will give defense on the party or take damage for herself, and then just because she can take a lot of punishment, So we're gonna kill that green slime. All right. So we're gonna use a jab. And we're gonna use a gut punch. And the green slime is knocked out. For now, this is like the most boring part of the game. It's not really engaging, like you saw. Is that it shows you how to battle. You want to use your actions and then use your abilities, but don't shy of using your abilities. If you want to, like, if you're someone that's, well, I'm not gonna use my abilities because I need my overcharge. No, don't do that, because sometimes you will need to use your abilities, especially Calibretto. Calibretto has a lot more mana than any of those of the 2 characters right now. That means you need to use abilities. You will get when you level up, you fully heal and fully gain mana, like you're up to full every time you level up. So don't shy away of using those abilities beforehand, because sometimes you will need to use abilities before the actions. Especially with Calibretto. Calibretto, yeah, has an ability that every time someone deals damage to you, you heal. And sometimes you get people that deals light damage, but over and over and over. So every time he deals a little bit of damage, like let's say this guy will like punch you like 50 times for 2 damage, but Calibretto gives you the thing that every time you take damage, you gain like 4 health. So every time that guy will will hit you for 50 times, so you will gain 50 times 4 healing. So you will never take any damage because the damage you'll take, you get healed back again and again and again and again and again. Obviously, that's like one type of enemy. There's other type of enemy that will just like use a huge nuke on everyone, and you'll need to like use strategy with that. Like you will need to use a lot. With the big hits, I tend to use Gully. With the big hits, I tend to use Gully to give like protection to everyone so that they are well protected. Anyway, Calibretto can put a Gaia's Grasp on someone also, because Gaia's Grasp, that's another skill that you will learn, is that when you kill that enemy, when you damage that enemy, it will heal you. So you see, like, that's what I said, that Calibretto, the robot, is more of a healer. And now we got Garrison. Garrison is like it's one of your DPS, like, per se. You can, with perks, you can do like both. Like, you can have a Calibretto powerhouse and a Gully powerhouse, like, which will do just DPS. But I think that what I did with my other party, which is Calibretto is healer, Gully is the tank, and Garrison is the DPS, was working very well for me. But something like maybe you would prefer Garrison to be able to take hits, and Gully being more DPS oriented. So for each his own.
You would have done the same for me.
Maybe, but with messier results. You're a brave kid, but remember, we don't fully understand the power of your father's gauntlets. You have to be more careful with them.
I had no choice.
No, I guess not.
I believe he was trying to thank you. Have you found any sign of Monica or Nolan?
I haven't. And this village looks long abandoned. There are lights on the horizon. To the east. Might be a town.
We should investigate. If they survived, they likely headed that direction.
What do you mean if? Nolan saved us. He can save himself. And Monica too.
You're probably right. Let's go find them.
So now we got Garrison. Like I said, Garrison, I use him as DPS, but you can use him like as a more defensive character. So now we got another fight with a green slime. Now we got 3 people. So, as always in any RPG, when you got 3, now they talk about us with Overcharge, which I already talked to you about. So we're gonna use a jab. We're gonna deal a lot more damage. Don't worry, I'll show you the abilities. I'll show you the abilities of each character. You will have time to look at the abilities, because I'll use them. Don't worry, I'll use them. I'm almost level 2 with my 2 other characters. I think Garrison is not yet level 2. So this is a journal. A handwritten journal entry is scrawled on parchment. General Xavier returned from the main front last night because he came in darkness. You got a good look at him, other than to say you seem well. The wars elsewhere have taken their toll on the Hulkers, with ranks thinning and our defensive practice become lax. Not sure Ravenheart had been bothered to take his patrol last night, but then he always did seem the late sort. That should change with the Savior stalking the halls once more. Carlost. There's a lot of journal entries that you're gonna see on the overworld map that will give you like some background history of the game. So we're gonna kill this. I always tend to go for the people that are casting, because I don't want them casting shit. I knocked out the Rune's Bat, which is very good. We're gonna use Swift Strike. Don't see me using defense, because the thing is, it could be good, but you don't know who's gonna get, like, you don't know who's gonna get get hurt or gonna get targeted. And you don't really need it right now. But I think with defense, it's like more higher up because I don't really need defense right now, like as you see. Now I'm level 2. Garrison was level 2 already. So we got some new abilities. I know Nature's Boon is the ability that I was talking to you about, which every time you are dealt damage, you're gonna heal for a certain number of hit points. And Quake Fist is a big nuke. Scar Shot is like a cleave, and Quake Fist is more a single target DPS attack. We're gonna take our loot. So this is the towns of Armsway. So this is Armsway. So this is Battle Chasers Nightwar. I'm gonna take a break right here. I think that's this is no, maybe I'll put a cliffhanger. Yeah, let's go cliffhanger.
Hey, who the hell are you?
That's a rough way to greet strangers.
Huh, being strangers, you don't know how rough we get around here.
I suppose we're gonna learn quickly.
Aye, skin's got to be thick to survive in a forsaken land like this one. And your hammer better be heavy. Speaking of forsaken lands, how did you lot end up here?
We came in on an airship. As we approached, pirates ambushed us.
Seems right enough. Though not quite pirates, as you see. Bandits. Simple as that. Just thugs full of hot air. But they've been a right pain in the arse recently.
Bandits. Who do they work for?
Well, being bandits. Themselves, mostly. That said, they're acting differently the last few moons. Less scatterbrained. More organized. As a few of us left a bit worried.
We were separated from some friends during the battle. We think they may have them, or know where they are. We'd like to chat with them.
Huh, chat. A few weaklings came by causing trouble last dawn. Chased them off down the south road. You can head that way, if you think you'll find your friends.
If we don't, they'll regret it.
Keep your head up. They must have a camp down there somewhere. Hey. Keep them sharp.
So this is Grimbeard. He now gives us a quest to find the bandit messenger. So this is the first town, and that's where I'm gonna let you go, guys. This is very enjoyable game, and I'm gonna just show you like a lot of this game for over and over and over. I know that October 24, I think that's like in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Monday night, I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play some Destiny 2 with my friends, and maybe I'll do a live stream of that, or maybe I'll just record me playing. But maybe I'll do a live stream of that, playing my Destiny 2. I will maybe play a Titan. I know I've said in the podcast that I'm gonna play a Hunter, but I'm gonna play a Titan because I played a Titan on my PS4 with one of my buddies from work, and I quite enjoy the Titan. I like the Sentinel Titan. I know they give you Striker Titan at first, and the Super Strikers Titan, it's very good. I like it a lot. Like it's like your tackle. I always shout tackle football because you're like a footballer, going tackling enemies and stuff like that. So yeah, so October 24, catch me on maybe YouTube Live, or I'll just do record and then you'll get it as soon as I can put it online. So as always, see ya, folks.